We like to connect people to the plug, and you are one of the biggest plugs. But we also talk to the starting out artists, the novice artists, the people who are trying to get into the game. Yeah. And so we have some questions we're going to run by you.
Sure.
That are,
we represent them too. I mean, you know.
One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access. Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing J.R. McKee, Boomman. Welcome to the real industrial plug. You heard me?
We got a super special guest today, man. Celebrity entertainment lawyer, Leron Rogers is in the building. So all of you people out there who are wondering about, you know, how to deal with an attorney, what you talk to your attorney about, you know what I mean, how to find an attorney, this is the show for you. Today is the day. Real Industry Plugs has brought you one of the biggest, most well-respected entertainment. That's entertainment. Facts. Being actors, entertainment being sports, entertainment being artists. This is the executive you need to know. Leron Rogers is in the building. What's going on, Leron?
Hey. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Man. I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, you see him on Billboard, Forbes, Variety, you know what I'm saying? With the picture posted
you know how we do.
With the Billy with the cigar, you know what I mean?
He just told me he's a venture capitalist. I know he got a bag.
Yes. Hey, I'm trying to help other people get that, you know. I don't want to keep it to myself.
Okay,
I'm trying to spread it to the community, you know.
Okay, cool. Well, we need to get into that.
We will.
Well, so Leron, man, thank you for coming on the show first and foremost. Leron's been my attorney for about 9 years, I say.
Maybe longer than that, bro.
Well,
it's been a minute,
at least a decade, man. So for a decade, I've been rocking with Leron Rogers. I met you through Boo. He's also Boo's attorney. Yeah. And so I met him through Boo when I was working for Boo. And when I started doing my own thing, I said, listen, Leron, I need your help, brother.
We worked it out.
We worked it out.
Killing the game.
Yeah.
Streaming executive.
Thank you, bro. So let's start with this, Leron. How did you get started in law, and also what made you choose entertainment law?
Yeah. So just quick background. You know, I played baseball. I was drafted out of high school by the Braves, coincidentally.
Oh, that's crazy.
And you know, so I wanted to be a sports agent, right? So one of my mentors said, "Well, go ahead and get a couple years of real business experience." So I graduated a finance degree. I got hurt in college, played college baseball, hurt my shoulder, got a finance degree, became a financial analyst with one of the biggest financial institutions in the country, did that for 3 years and said, I'm going back to law school now. So I went back to law school down at Florida State, shout out my Seminoles. Mm-hmm. And, you know, while I was in law school, I wanted to be a sports agent, and I convinced a sports agent to let me work with him. My third year law school, I signed the 33rd pick in the NFL draft as my first client, got certified. So I'm off and running being an agent, come back, move back to Atlanta, and working for a big law firm as a low-level grunt associate, just learning how to practice law. At the same time, I have these athlete clients, and we're handling everything from legal work to all the other hand-holding that an agent does, right? Dealing with marketing people, PR people, the team, all the stuff that they have going on with their family and friends and whatnot. So, you know, I do that for a number of years, and I changed law firms to a firm where one of the partners, after 3 years, one of the partners did music. So I came in to be the litigation associate, and he did music and corporate work.
Wait, real quick, litigation, what does that mean?
Yeah, basically defending and suing people. We were fighting over money. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just got to do it. It's still out there and real relevant.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to. You threw a word out there. I just wanted to make sure they understood. Yeah.
So I'm a litigation associate, which just means I'm a younger lawyer doing all the work. You know, I have a number of them that work for me right now. Right. So I'm learning how to practice law. Have my athlete clients that I'm working with, doing my thing, and I learned the music game. So I'm out here in the streets. I have a little bit of the gift of gab. I'm out here in the studio telling people, oh, yeah, we can do that. We can do this. And so I started picking up entertainment clients. I would go back, take them back to the firm and say, hey, I got a new client. We would help close deals. We would do recording agreements, publishing agreements, all the normal stuff. And just kind of grew that practice and looked up about 4 years later, about 75% of my practice was representing entertainers, athletes, companies that work in the space. Technology companies have grown over the years. So, you know, I say I'm a unicorn because I understand not only how to do the contracts, but I understand litigation and then I understand finance. So I try and get clients and really get them to think like a corporation. How do you think like Nations Bank or Bank of America? How do you think like the big boys think? Right. And really understand how that works.
That's dope. Let me ask a quick question. So you have your own firm?
Now, I have had my own firm once upon a time, but now I'm a partner at Fox Rothschild, which, you know, we have 1,000 lawyers throughout the country.
I'm familiar. I'm definitely familiar.
You know, it just gets too big. I mean, I'm blessed to be very busy. And so, you know, I need securities work. You know, we're doing big deals. I need tax. Right. I need other litigation in other offices because I have matters throughout the country.
You need to be able to reach across the aisle or as they say.
So breaking it down to everybody that's listening, because you said another word, securities, and people may think you talking about the big dudes in the club.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Okay, so what's securities?
So when you buy and sell stock, bonds, companies, or part of a company, you're selling a securities, and the Securities and Exchange Commission governs that and they regulate it. And if you don't follow certain laws, and there's state laws here in Georgia and throughout the country in different states, and there's federal laws at the Securities and Exchange Commission, if you don't follow those laws when you're trying to either raise capital and or sell your company, you get whacked. And you get fined. You get shut down, and it's a big problem. So if you're doing big deals and you don't have a securities lawyer on the team, you're at risk.
That's good to know. So you get a securities lawyer when you're doing bonds and
stocks, or you're selling part of your company. Someone needs to understand the securities laws.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just learned something.
And so it's kind of just like at the major labels, how I got a marketing, I got a PR. You know what I mean? I have all these different teams. Inside of the law firm, I have a securities, I have a sports, I have an entertainment. So I have all these players that specialize in these spaces, and y'all come together to make sure your client is completely covered.
100%.
Got you.
You know, it's like it takes a village. Like in the Black community, we say it takes a village. Right. Well, that's how I like to treat my clients. Is I have a certain skill set and purview, but then I got to bring in a killer over here who knows this area. I need to bring in the go-to expert over here who, once we make $100 million, how you going to set your estate plan up so that your kids are good? Right. So I'm thinking already 5 steps down the road.
That's always been my number one thing, is to build a team of accountants and lawyers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
So this is good insight. So I mean, honestly, just listening, not even off my personal knowledge about you, Leron, but just listening, you do big business.
Yeah.
You do big business. And so here, a real industry plug. We like to connect people to the plug, and you are one of the biggest plugs. But we also talk to the starting out artists, the novice artists, the people who are trying to get into the game. Yeah. And so we have some questions we're going to run by you.
Sure.
We
represent them too. I mean, you know, we tee it up. We handle everybody from.
Can we pin the first one?
Yeah.
It's okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's already pinned?
No, it ain't pinned, but I'm going to pin it.
Okay, so Leron, the first question that you know, speaking to this independent artist is, of course, when does a new artist reach out to you? And I ask this because now there are millions of them. Everybody got an iPhone, can make a song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so me sitting at home with my iPhone, I'd have made 30 songs. When is it time? Like, am I too early? Like, when do I reach out?
Sure. My general answer to that is no later than when someone offers you a contract. Like, you know, it's no different. If you go to the eye doctor, you don't ask your heart surgeon about eye surgery, right? So when someone offers you a contract, whether that's a manager, whether you have a distribution deal that's on the table, you know, whatever that contract is, before you sign it,
Yeah.
You should seek competent legal services. And that's different from just legal services.
Yeah.
Now, there's people out here who do different stuff, even just regular corporate work. But if you don't know the nuances of the entertainment business,
Right.
you can really hurt yourself.
So okay. So what you saying that? What type of experience should I be looking for in my lawyer? When I begin to start looking, obviously, I know, boom, I'm looking for an entertainment lawyer. I'm not looking for a civil lawyer. I'm not looking for this type of lawyer. I'm looking for an entertainment lawyer. But what am I looking for in that lawyer? Like, how do I identify, okay, this person is, what's the word you use? Use the big word. What's the word you use? Competent. How do I recognize that this is a competent entertainment lawyer?
Sure. I mean, there's a couple ways to do that. One, obviously, that they've done these types of deals. Whatever deal you're doing, you want someone that's done that deal. So if it's a distribution deal, a publishing deal, if you're a producer who's negotiated producer agreements, you want someone that has done that and has seen, that way they've seen a lot of different deals. So your deal won't be something new, right? Just like when I was a young lawyer, I didn't necessarily know what I was doing, but I was working under a much older partner.
Okay.
Who he was really doing the deals. I was learning the deals. Yeah. Right. And so that's the difference. If I came out of law school and I started representing entertainers and athletes without someone older and more experienced, boy, I'd be flying by the seat of my pants. And it would be scary for me. And I know it'd be scary for them because this is their livelihood. And this is the one and only chance you get if you mess it up. So someone that's done it. And then, I always tell people, get some recommendations from folks. I'm the chairman of the Black Entertainment Sports Lawyers Association, which is a national organization of entertainment, sports, and technology lawyers. And we have lawyers throughout the country. You can go to our website, besla.org, besla.org. And you can get plugged in and you can send a message, say, I'm in Chicago and I'm looking for an entertainment lawyer who can handle this. Yeah. And we have people that monitor our emails and will send you to attorneys in that area.
Right.
And so,
that's crazy.
We're here to help. We want talent to get competent counsel. Right. It's easier to do deals that way and people are protected. So that's the first thing. Just, someone that's done it before. If you need help finding someone, ask for referrals. Ask for referrals from someone who's successful in the industry.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a big difference in then asking Pookie and them, a lawyer, and ask someone who at least you perceive them to be successful.